Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Miles the Man's May Marble Madness Season Standings. In this video, I will be talking about each competitor, how they did in each split, and what I thought they did well and what I think that they may need to improve on, as well as just general comments about the competition, as well as the seasonal awarded trophies. There are five of them, which will be given out after the final standings are shown, and the eight competitors in who are in the finals will be announced. So, if I move this over here, we go to split one, where we have Miles the Man at 14 points, Wasabi 47 at 39. Of course, we have Chukenfungers at 50, Jibisan at 49, right behind him. Very good scoring. I also want to talk about Amwale IRL and Edmix 240, both of the two of the lowest scorers in the first split. It was a massive improvement on his part, going from just 6 points, the season low. The lowest points anyone scored throughout the entire season was that 6 points. However, he is guaranteed a spot in the finals, and I think a big turnaround comes with he is a very new competitor to the scene, and I think during split one as well as Edmix 240, they were both very overwhelmed by just the caliber change of opponents that they were facing. Going from the juniors to the majors, you have there's such a big skill difference that new competitors coming into this bracket are usually can be overwhelmed, as I think these two were off in split one. They were quite overwhelmed and they couldn't really find their place. Even though they both did very well in the juniors to get promoted to the majors, I think that in the first split it was too much to handle. But luckily, as we progressed, they both kind of found their stride and continued down that pathway. Wasabi 47 has kind of adopted his kind of high risk, high reward, zooming straight through kind of his kind of play style where he just zooms right through, tries to go as fast as he can every time. Sometimes it works, like split one where he has 39 points, three first place finishes, but sometimes it doesn't work and he gets almost no points. It almost feels like too risky of a play style to use in the major leagues, but somehow he makes it work. So as we move on to split two over here, we see across the board a lot of competitors getting higher scores or very similar scores to what they had. We have major improvements like Amwale IRL and Edmix 240 going from 6 and 7 to 38 and 36. This is where I think really came in. The choice of courses in split 2 were much safer than split 1. As in, you could go faster and not have to worry about falling off as much. Jibisan, right at the bottom, going from a 49 to a 37. Not, it is a degrading points. However, 37 is still a strong number. He took fourth place in that split, very high points. 39 points for Thestria, to Grunkles, and Whale IRL. 38 points each, very strong showings for that split as well. I think that especially Whale and Edmix really kind of found their stride here and realized that they don't have to impress anyone. They made it to the majors. They just have to play the course out and feel it out and just go with their strategy, go with what they know. As we move over to split 3, we have Miles the Man at a 47, again in first place. Split 3 is, I think Miles the Man was just kind of running off of his high from split 2. He did very well and he just kept pushing towards split 3 with a 47 points, a very, very good finish. Wasabi 47 getting a few less points. Split 3, again, did not allow for his high risk, high reward playstyle, so he could not push himself at that competitive level. Fury Trooper with a 31 points, still very solid across the board. And Whale IRL with a 45 points. See, he is coming in from a 6 point to a 38 to a 45. He really found his stride and just kept it going continuously and just very consistent through split 2 and 3. Just he found what works and he stuck with it and it got him a second place Chukenmuggers as well, coming back up with a 42, kind of learning from his mistakes in Split 2 and coming back up to secure a very good spot. Squeaky, he did improve from his Split 2, but his Split 1 and Split 2 performances were quite poor. His Split 3, I think, really comes from a kind of a, oh, I really have to, like, the pressure is on. I have to come back and get some points or I will not be in the finals. He improved his game and almost doubled his score from Split 2 to Split 3, which I think is very, very well done. As we move over to Split 4, Miles the Man with a 16 points, very up and down the splits. Here, I think Miles the Man had a very good split 2 and split 3, so he kind of relaxed and didn't care about whether he would get into the finals because he knew he was already in. Thestria coming in with a 42-point finish, which is very, very good, as the next highest in that split being a 35 with a 7-point lead is pretty good as first place. Thestria doubled her points from split 3 to 4 and kind of catapulting off of her success in split 2. I think she really found that the split 4 courses really worked for her. More of the unknown courses. I think that is her specialty, is just the courses that no one else really knows. She knows more and she can just get through them quicker. Cosmic Crow had a pretty good split 1 and a great split 2, but he kind of fell off in split 3 and 4 and couldn't really find his stride and get it back. He seemed to struggle more with the courses that weren't very consistent. Eccentric with 29 points, a identical to the end of his split 3. I feel as though if we give Eccentric a season or two more, he might find something that he's really good at and focus on that to be able to go through. Squeaky with a 19 points. Again, I think it's just the demoralized. Again with Jibi-san and again with Ninja Slammer, just kind of demoralized at the end of the season that they couldn't get those first place finishes. They couldn't get back up there in the pack. And I hope they do come back next season and they do improve with their strategies. For our final standings, we have Edmix 240 in 13th place. We have Ninja Slammer in 12th place, Squeaky in 11th place, Eccentric in 10th, Cosmic Crow in 9th, which means that Grunkles in 8th will make it, everyone from the 8th position and up will make it into the grand finals. Grunkles, Amwhale IRL, Thestria, Miles the Man, Jibi-san, Fury Trooper, Wasabi 47, and Chukenfungers are our 8 finalists. And over here we have our 4 auto finalists. All of these players are in the top 8, so there will be no changes. If there was a change, for example, if Amwhale IRL did not lock one in and Cosmic Crow did, Cosmic Crow would then move up to slot 8 and Grunkles would move down to slot 9, but that did not happen, and so Grunkles does secure his spot in the grand finals. As we move into our seasonal trophies, we have 5 categories. We have largest lead from first to second. This is time-based. We have highest split score. We have highest season score. We have most first place finishes. And we have competitor of the season, which is chosen based on a few different parameters. So first, for a largest lead from first to second, we have Chukenfunkers at 40.530 seconds on Pixel's Death Alley. Chukenfunkers had a gigantic lead on this course, and he really just showed what he was capable of and was able to do. So congratulations to Chukenfunkers. You win the largest lead from first to second trophy for this season. Now for our next trophy, we have the highest individual split score. And again, we have Chukenfungers with a 50 points in split 1. The maximum number of points you can get in a single split is 65. So coming out with a 50 is a fantastic accomplishment. Congratulations to Chukenfungers for his highest split score at 50. Now we have our highest season score trophy, and again it goes to Chukenfungers with our 136 points. A perfect run of an entire course would be 240 points, which is almost impossible. So getting just over half of that is a fantastic point. That means that Chukenfungers would have to get, this is equivalent to getting first place in about 10 out of 20 of our races. Now we have our most first place finishes trophy, and this one goes to Wasabi 47 with 3 first place finishes. He is tied with Chukenfungers and Cosmic Crow with 3 first place finishes. However, Wasabi 47 not only got his 3 wins first before anyone else did, but he also did them in only the first split, which is why the most first place finishes trophy goes to Wasabi 47. Congratulations to him. And finally, we have our most prestigious trophy, which is our second most prestigious trophy. The most prestigious one is the Grand Prix first place trophy. But we have our most prestigious seasonal trophy, which is the competitor of the season. And this will go to Fury Trooper for his very, very consistent scores and very good placing. He was third place in his scoring, I believe. Yes, third place in scoring. He has very, very consistent performer. He always had at least 30 points in each split. If you look across here, 32, 35, 31, 32. Very close to top point, 6 points away from first place. He has very consistent scores. He has very few DNFs. He only has a few first place finishes. If you look over here, he has 2 first place finishes as well as very consistent scores. So our competitor of the season goes to Fury Trooper. Congratulations to him. That concludes our May Marble Madness standings and seasonal trophy award ceremony. Thank you to all of our competitors, and I hope to see you all for the next video, which is the Miles the Men May Marble Madness Grand Finals.